Thank you, Mr. President and members. I am very, very proud to be able to introduce to you and to acknowledge for others young people who have come to Albany to support legislation that we will be voting for shortly, and that is members of the YouthBuild organization in the state of New York. The bill that we are going to be voting for today will establish for the first time in our state a vital piece of legislation which codifies YouthBuild in law, and as such will provide a commitment to delivering a long-standing financial assistance to programs with such a very strong and demonstrated benefit to young people in our state. Up to this legislation, YouthBuild has been existing primarily on federal funding and very, very little funding from our state. Today, we change that. We begin to change that. And I want to recognize that there are 16 of us, only 16 of us, shamefully, who now represent YouthBuild programs. And I would like to name my colleagues: Senator Myrie, Senator Sepulveda, Senator Benjamin, Senator Serrano, Senator Jackson, Senator Stavisky, Senator Boyle, Senator Savino, Senator Amedore, Senator Serrino, Senator Kennedy, Senator Roebuck, Senator Tedisco, Senator Breslin, Senator Griffo, and the Majority Leader, Senator Andrea Stewart Cousins. Those are the members of this body who currently represent young people who have benefited from YouthBuild organizations throughout our state. Now, you will note that my name is not listed, and that is because I don't actually represent, but I have stolen Senator Myrie's YouthBuild program, which is the Dreams Youth Bill. And if I may, Mr. President, I would like for them to stand so that we can all see them and recognize them. I believe Senator Myrie might want to speak on his own group, but I'll just recognize that Ms. Con Evans, who is the director. Where is she? She's up there. Peter Rodriguez, the associate director. Dayton Freeman, who is the project construction manager. Theresa Patterson, AmeriCorps coordinator. Marcia Tasher, case manager. Dwayne Burgess, employment specialist. Keith Allah, teacher's aide. Kallian Lee Rivieras, construction trainer. Camille Grell, Department of Education instructor. Augustine Osondu, also DOE instructor, and Carol Noel. And these are the staff of Dreams. Those are the people who will send these young people out to a successful life beyond because of their participation in YouthBuild. So I thank them because the young people that we celebrate today are here because of them. And I would like to offer my colleagues, some of them already represent YouthBuild organizations. They will speak for themselves. But I thank you, Mr. President.
Calendar number 237, Senate Print 839A by Senator Montgomery, an act to amend the labor law.
Read the last section.
Section 4, this act shall take effect 1 year after it shall become a law.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Janoris, Kruger, Stewart, Cousins, Thomas.
Senator Myrie.
One of my first experiences in the state Senate was having Senator Montgomery walk into my office to offer a clarification. And that clarification was that there was a program that was technically in my district, which she in fact owned. And that was the YouthBuild program. And so I rise today not only to support us establishing a statewide YouthBuild program, but also to salute Senator Montgomery for her years of advocacy and theft of this program that has been so successful in my district. In all seriousness, we have many conversations in this legislative body about the problems facing our communities, about the ills of our society, but rarely do we have a robust conversation about how we can prevent those problems and prevent those ills in our society. YouthBuild is the perfect example of where this state should be investing, and I look forward to hopefully carrying on the legacy of fighting for YouthBuild in my district and throughout the state. So Senator Montgomery, I want to thank you for championing this issue. Thank you for fighting for this for so many years, and I'll be voting in the affirmative. Thank you.
Senator Myrie to be recorded in the affirmative. Senator Metzger to explain her vote.
Thank you, Madam President. I want to also thank Senator Montgomery for this bill, and I'm so proud to co-sponsor it. This is really one of my favorite programs that we have in New York State. It is just perfect. It serves multiple needs simultaneously. It gives our youth incredible skills and experience that they need to succeed in underserved communities, and they work on projects and needs for their underserved communities while they're gaining those skills. There's really, it's a perfect marriage. And the Ulster YouthBuild was up earlier today. It's just up the road for me outside of my district, but several of the young people in the program are in my community. I'm thrilled that it's going to expand, from what I understand, to Ellenville in my district this year, and I want to see it in every underserved community in New York State. It's superb, and I thank you for this, Senator Montgomery, and I'm very proud to vote aye. Thank you.
Senator Metzger to be recorded in the affirmative. Senator Bailey to explain his vote.
Thank you, Madam President. Senator Metzger and Senator Myrie said a lot of what I was going to say, but I think that this should be the Velmanette Montgomery Act, simply stated because, again, since I walked into the Senate, this is something that she impressed the importance upon it. And it's not about, like, things being in your district or not being in your district. District lines are rather arbitrary. If somebody's across the street and they're not in your district, are you not going to help them if they need help? Senator Montgomery has been the embodiment of somebody who decides that she wants to make sure that everybody is okay. And via the YouthBuild Act that she's been championing for the short time that I've been here, but as long as she's been here, this speaks volumes about you, Senator Montgomery, and it speaks volumes about the organization and the program. To give children an opportunity to better themselves by bettering others, it teaches everybody that if you want to be a part of the solution, you got to really be a part of it. Otherwise, can't complain. Got to show up. Got to have conversations. And these programs that put skills in people's hands and let them be better parts of their communities will be better served. So the only friendly amendment I'll ever make about Velmanette Montgomery's bill would be, this should be the Velmanette Montgomery YouthBuild Act. Thank you, Madam President.
Senator Bailey to be recorded in the affirmative. Senator Amedore to explain his vote.
Thank you, Madam President. This is a great bill. I want to thank Senator Montgomery for your leadership here at the New York State YouthBuild Act. I believe that this is an initiative that I hope to see not just the Senate majority as well as the Assembly majority put in their one-house budgets and truly make a valiant effort in negotiating with the second floor, because the $900,000, I believe, that gets appropriated to this program is not enough. This program needs to be in every single county in the state of New York. And here's why. As many of my colleagues mentioned, it's a great program. It allows the youth, it allows someone who's 16, 17, 18, up to 26 years old, who may not have gone to school or graduated high school or to college, gives them a second chance in training, in education, in workforce development, teaching them how to work with their hands, their mind, and their back muscle all together so that they can then get on the pathway of success. This is a great program. We need to invest more into it. And I want to recognize two people who have carried the battalion of success in Montgomery, or in Schenectady County, with is Executive Director Jennifer Lawrence, who is here with us, as well as in Ulster County and YouthBuild in Kingston, the Executive Director, Bonnie Landy. And without their leadership and hard work and vision, these two programs would not be as successful, and homes wouldn't be built as good as they are without their efforts. So thank you. And Madam President, I vote aye.
Senator Amedore to be recorded in the affirmative. Senator Savino to explain her vote.
Thank you, Madam President. I also want to echo the comments of Senator Bailey. We should name this the Senator Velmanette Montgomery Youth Build Program. She has been a champion for this since the day I met her. And I will say, I'm blessed. I have 2 youth builds in Staten Island in my district. One of them draws students from all over, young people from all over. A lot of Senator Lanza's constituents come to Youth Build. And it's not just about retraining people or giving them a skill set and allowing them to find a way to have a career path. You have to remember who comes to Youth Build and how they get there. These are young people who have been through every program under the sun. They've been in special ed, they've been in foster care, they've been tossed out, some of them are homeless. They feel that they have no place left to go, and then there are no more programs available for them because they're 18. As if suddenly they can live on their own. So kids who come to Youth Build do it because they've had a moment of self-reflection, and they want to be something better. They don't want to be defined by the worst circumstances in their life. And they walk in the door, and they go through a training, a mental toughness period. They have to earn their way into Youth Build. And not everybody who signs up makes it. But those kids who make it, you can see the transformation in 6 to 8 months of their lives. Not only do they develop skills that they can translate into a career path, they've developed confidence in themselves. They know they're going to make it no matter what happens because they've done it. That's why this is the greatest program, I believe, that this state has. We need to do more. Senator Amedore is absolutely right. $900,000 is insufficient. We need to triple that. And I will say this, every one of you should want a Youth Build in your district. It is the single most successful program I have ever seen, and it really transforms kids' lives. Thank you, Madam President.
Senator Savino to be recorded in the affirmative. Senator Montgomery.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank my colleagues for your recognition and your support, but it's been really wonderful to see that if you harass people enough, long enough, they start to listen. And I really think that this is a great moment for us in this chamber. And the most wonderful thing is that it really is both sides of the aisle. We're all doing this together. In fact, I think some of the most avid supporters have been from my Republican colleagues for many years as well. So this really is not just one side or the other. This is all of us. And the thing that I want my colleagues to know that you would appreciate about the way that this bill is structured is that the Youth Bill is a model for us to use with standards that we can be assured that where we invest money in this particular program, you're going to be assured that we will get excellent results. It's already been proven based on the number of young people who've already gone through the program that we've seen today, and we've seen year after year that I've met young people who come back and say now they are successful in different phases, even some small businesses because they were launched based on this program being available to them. So the outcome is going to be positive. The investment is going to be worth it. The standards in the legislation are very clear, very specific, and yes, this will allow us to really do an investment in what I consider to be workforce development that we can all be very proud of, that we have done something wonderful for the young people in our state. So, Madam President, I vote aye. Thank you.
Senator Montgomery to be recorded in the affirmative. Senator Boyle to explain his vote.
Madam President, to explain my vote very quickly, I'd like to add my voice to those giving praise to Senator Montgomery for her leadership and advocacy for YouthBuild for these many years. I want to give a shout out to the Long Island YouthBuild in Deer Park. Very proud to recognize them and the work they do. And for those of you who don't have YouthBuild in your district, I ask you to do one thing. Go to a graduation ceremony. It's like a mini Super Bowl. It's so exciting. You see young people who may have had some troubles in the past moving forward and going on to great careers. I'm excited to put this program statewide. I vote in the affirmative.
Senator Boyle to be recorded in the affirmative. Announce the results.
Aye, 62.
The bill is passed. Senator Montgomery.